I mean, we could even kind of walk through what I do every day
Yeah.
to improve and optimize sleep. And a lot of people don't know this, but it actually starts when I wake up. The first thing I do to improve my sleep is the first thing I do when I wake up, which is getting outside and looking at the sun. Why? Because that sets your circadian rhythm, and your circadian rhythm is your internal clock, your internal 24-hour clock. And when you expose your eyes to this sunlight, your body, your brain, your body knows that, oh, it's the morning and it's ready for the day. So
It's time to wake up.
it's time to wake up. That's the first thing I do every single morning.
And you can feel an impact when you do that?
I guess I would say, yeah, I feel like more awake.
Yeah.
Not only, I'd say the main thing I feel is that like the sun is just refreshing and it feels good on your face if it's a sunny day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the first thing I do. And it's recommended to do that for 10 minutes if it's sunny out. If it's cloudy, then typically a little bit longer.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the very first thing I do upon waking. And it's also recommended, I should say this, you should try to do that within the first 30 minutes to an hour after waking up.
Okay. And why is that?
Oh, why? So why? Just
Why early?
Couldn't tell you.
No.
Couldn't tell you.
It's interesting though, because
I'm no sleep expert.
No, we got no doctors here. When you think about long ago, I'm sure they just woke up and they obviously used the sun to tell what time it was, and they didn't have watches, they didn't have clocks, they didn't have anything like that. And so it's all about using the environment around you and kind of getting back to your roots a little bit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
okay, so you wake up, you go outside, you get some sun to set your circadian rhythm.
Actually, I lied. That's not the very first thing I do. The first thing I do is take a shower, and when I take a shower, the last couple of minutes, I turn the water all the way cold.
Yeah.
And this has been something I've been doing for probably on and off for the past couple of years, but I've been doing it consistently probably the past 5 or 6 months or so.
Yeah.
Just because I've gotten used to it. But the last 2 to 3 minutes, turn it all the way cold and get some cold water on my entire body. So one, that wakes you up. It releases, let me check my notes here. It increases adrenaline and cortisol and dopamine. And all of these things basically just help you wake up faster. So
it seems like cold plunges are all the rage right now. Everyone's got a cold plunge. Is this
They're hot.
the same idea? I see there's a little pun there. They're hot. They're hot. Like that.
I mean, do you really have a cold plunge unless you post about it on social media?
No. There it is. But
I want one. I want a cold
there
plunge.
It is.
I don't have the room for it though. So the shower works for me now.
Is this the same thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say there's a lot more benefits to a cold plunge than just those things that I just mentioned. But yeah, I'd say that's definitely part of it.
Okay. And when you started, the first time you did the last minute or so, 2 minutes now, was it just a shock to the system?
Oh, yeah. Instant shock. And you just, I mean, it quite literally just wakes you up.
Yeah.
Like that'll wake you up.
Yeah.
I challenge you. If you have never tried that before, do it. It's actually gotten to the point now, I don't know if it's because it's warmer out, but when I do it now, it doesn't feel as cold as it was. And I don't know if it's because it's warmer or I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
But like I could stand there and be totally fine for minutes upon minutes, but where in the beginning it was like, oh, that's freezing. I can't go more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, so that's the first one. What time would you recommend?
Oh, yeah. Just start slow. Start 10, 15 seconds.
Okay.
And then work your way up. Like even if you just increased it by like 10 seconds every day, just slowly but surely, there's no need to rush into it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got a little fun story. A little side story.
Yeah. Let's hear it.
When I first got the townhouse that I was living in, I was showering, and it seemed like the water was always cold, and so I just crank it all the way hot, but it would just be freezing cold, and so I just shower cold, and did that for the first probably week or so, and then our dad came and looked at the shower because I was like, it's just the hot water does not work. I've cranked it all the way over.
Yeah.
whoever set it up had set it up the wrong way. So for the first 2 weeks, I was unintentionally doing a freezing cold shower.
And
So
you were getting those benefits.
I was getting the benefits.
I bet you felt great.
I did feel great. Felt like a king.
Oh, that's hilarious. Turn it the other way if you're
Yeah, if you're stuck there, just turn the other way.
moral of the story there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna rewind.
Yeah.
You wake up, shower, end of the shower. You do 2 minutes of complete cold water. Then you go outside.
Then I go outside and expose my eyes to sunlight. And
Okay.
not only is getting outside in nature first thing in the morning good for your sleep, but it also is just, in my opinion, relaxing. It's a good way to start the day. When I wake up, the first thing isn't grab my phone and look through emails and texts and that sort of thing. I actually don't even try to look at my phone until after I've taken a shower and after I've gone outside. Then I look at my phone. So I think that, yes, it can help improve your sleep by looking at sunlight in the morning, but I think it's just a good way to start your day in general.
Yeah, I think that's something a lot of people struggle with is looking at your phone immediately. For most people, it's their alarm, and that's a natural reason to look at it. But I think that it does two things. One is it probably doesn't help your body reset because the first thing you're looking at is a fake screen.
Right.
But also, there's most likely just stress waiting for you
Exactly.
on that screen, which is not how you want to start your day.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to avoid the phone in the morning.
Avoid the phone, yes. Side tip for you. Okay, so another thing that you can do in the morning to, again, release dopamine and adrenaline is exercising in the morning. And all of this is just a good way. This is more of just kind of waking yourself up. But I'm personally, I don't exercise first thing in the morning. I think if you can do that, great. But within the first 3 to 4 hours or so, if you can exercise, again, that's just good. A good healthy thing to do, but also can it help improve your sleep?
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a crazy exercise.
No,
either.
it could even be going for a walk.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't have to be going to the gym and lifting weights.
Yep, exactly. It can be anything. Go grab a friend, grab your dog, whoever, and just go for a quick walk.
Yep. So those are all things in the morning you can do. So recap: cold exposure, morning sunlight, exercise in the morning. So
Okay.
3 things. And if you focus on them one at a time, I think you'll just get used to them. It'll become a habit. And it's just an easy way to improve your sleep.
Yeah. It's one of those things where people like to say it's simple, but it's not easy.
Right.
The steps themselves aren't complex.
Right.
Anyone can get them done.
Right.
And it takes commitment.
And I do recommend starting with do one at a time. Don't feel like you have to do everything at once if you are wanting to try some of these things for yourself.
Yep. Great point.